Hello everybody, this is Pizzscn here, and as you can see on my floor, there's just a mess of computer parts. There's also a bunch of screws scattered everywhere. But what I'm going to try and do today is I am going to actually attempt to put my computer back together. Now, a few things that went wrong when I tried to disassemble it. The main thing is this keyboard here. It's missing a lot of keys, obviously, but as you can see, these little nubs here, these little buttons here, that will act as a key, because that's what you push when you push the key. That is what causes it to go through when this button is pushed. But if you'll notice, a little end connector here got torn off. Unfortunately, as soon as I started recording this video, the battery light turned on, so what I'm going to do is, I only have a gigabyte card on here, and the problem with this is the fact that I only have 20 minutes of video to do that I can work with per gigabyte on the lowest quality setting, which is what you're watching now. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to put this together, and whenever I get to a part that I want you guys to see, then I will probably just turn the camera on. But as I'm rebuilding this, the batteries will be recharging, so yeah. Anyway, why am I even attempting to put this back together even though there's such a big mess? This is why. This hard drive here has some stuff on it. It's not really exactly important stuff, but it's stuff that I probably want to keep up with. But this does not fit very well into a desktop computer. I've already tried that. This thing is tiny compared to those desktop hard drives. And I did try swapping it out with another laptop's hard drive, but that didn't work either. In fact, it was a little more scary than anything, so I just decided to abort and put it back in its own little dock here. But what I want to do with this hard drive is, as you know, I recently did unboxing for the a MyBook external hard drive. What I want to do is back this up to the MyBook external hard drive here. This is 1 full terabyte of hard drive space. Alright, and if this is successful, while this is backing up, I'm going to save the video that is being recorded right now to this 8 gigabyte flash drive. Which, by the way, interesting note, this actually went through the wash yesterday. The wash. And it still got all the data on it. These things are impressive. Seriously. It went through the wash. And it still works. Everything's still on it. It's perfect. Good thing I backed it up though before that happened. I put everything on here. So yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to do here. So yeah, basically my plan here. I'm not going to actually try and put this together properly. The screws are just going to go in randomly because I figure I'm not taking this laptop with me places. It just kind of sits right there when it's together. So that's all I'm going to do. But anyway, what I'm going to do with this, once I get the video on here, is I'm just going to transfer the videos on here to the hard drive. Once again, plug this back into the desktop. Because this computer only has one USB hub, and I need to keep that USB hub in because I actually have something else plugged into it right now because there's not enough room for this to go, and I wanted it to be in the back so it'd be out of the way. So I just had to put the hub in the back of the computer, so it's all weird. So there's a little random USB hub hanging out the back. Anyway, I will get back to you guys because I'm going to immediately start now. My first mission is going to be to get this thing, this black connector out. Because obviously that was where the keyboard was. So I'll probably get back to you guys in an update on that. So, BRB. Okay guys, I actually have something to say. It looks like the keyboard plug is actually intact because there was no end connector. It actually sort of gets sandwiched in there because this kind of is a mechanism that kind of folds and locks into place. The only damages that I can assume have been done, if any, is only a few little conductive material damages, which might be a problem, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not going to use this as much as, you know, I used the other one, because as you can see, it's obviously missing a ton of keys and all that stuff. So I'm suddenly more encouraged to do this. I just gotta remember where everything goes and how everything goes in. So let me go ahead and get the base assembly after I move all this stuff out of the way. So, and then... Okay. Apparently we're eating soup, which I'm not excited about. I hate soup. Not really, I mean, soup isn't all that filling. Anyway, this is the base. And, oh, this is one problem. When I was trying to disassemble this actually kind of broke. Right there, as you can see. Doesn't look like there are any electronics though, so there's still some hope. I might be able to fix this with some super glue. But I have precious few drops left of that stuff. But anyway, there's the power button right there. And yeah. Hopefully, oh, and these are speakers. These are where the speakers are. It's actually really interesting. I thought the speakers were located somewhere else, but they're actually located right under these things here. So I'm going to see if I can get this together, but it looks like I'm going to want to put the motherboard in first before anything. So let me see if I can get the motherboard in. Okay, the motherboard is in, and this is a random little connector that looks like it plugs right here. Now the motherboard is not officially secured though. I need to still screw in the screws, but it's at least in. And this thing, which I'm actually a little bit intimidated to grab, because of the large capacitors on it. I hear from school, my teacher says that these are dangerous, so I'm handling with care. But as you can see, this goes right there over the processor, which is disappointingly, I think that is the processor, which is very sad. I was expecting it to be some shiny piece of metal, but oh well. And I'm guessing it just goes over, or maybe it goes on this way. Actually, no, it went on this way. No, it didn't go on this way, it went on this way. 'Cause, yeah, it went on this way, so... No, actually it didn't go on. Make up your mind already. Gee. It goes on this way. All I gotta do is get this lined up. And it should just be a matter of applying a little bit of pressure to somewhere. There's all those electronics everywhere. I don't know where it's safe to push. Like, without damaging anything. Or unless it's already in. I guess it's already down and there far enough. I would assume. So that's in. I don't know what the heck it is, but it's cool looking, I guess. So, I got that part in. I guess now I can start screwing in some screws. What fun. I'm not going to do this in any order. I'm just going to screw them in as I find them. I'm not even sure I'm going to get them all in. I'm just going to make sure that there's enough for it to at least stay in there snugly, because this is not going to be carried around with me places. This is just going to be sitting around. And I just want to make sure that I get it together enough to the point to where it's in a working condition. I hope, because this has been apart for a long time, so let's see how this works out. Okay, okay. I think what I'm getting ready to do right now is install the sound card, but I remember that the sound card was this cable here. Right there, you see that cable? Was, if you look at this slit here on the, what they call the thermal shield, apparently there's absolutely no heat sinks in this, guys. That's one, I think that's why it got so hot. Because it overheated quickly, but as you can see, there's this little, channel here, which is what the wire fed through. So I'm trying to remember how this all worked, and I'm hoping that it was all good. Although I just remembered that I still need to secure this motherboard in a little bit, so let me do that. And then again, I also just remembered that there's a bunch of little pieces of metal reinforcements Oh man, this is actually insane. I want you guys to see this. This is one of the reinforcements that this computer has. I guess that's what this is. It's really thick metal. If you look at it, yes, it's broken. And you can see how thick that metal is. It's broken. How? I don't know. But it broke. Somehow. And I can't even remember where these things went. I think the broken one went right here just by the fact that it kind of goes around. Or no, maybe it went over here. Yeah, it went over here because one of the screw holes line up. Okay, anyway, I'll be back to you.